Okay, so we're going to try this again. Apparently I've managed to record half my footage today, or yesterday, without any audio recorded from my end except for the game sounds. So we're going to actually pop in. We do have word today that someone has managed to find a dungeon on the server. And of course I also have an airship, so I can finally go exploring, provided I log in and it's actually daylight out. Well, crap. Anyways, let's take a look at Journey Map, because I haven't actually taken a look since my adventures yesterday. And you can see I've gotten rid of the grid here, and this is the end island over here. That's another desert over there that I've been able to see. That is a hilly island there. I haven't really explored the ocean side here because, well, we've got two of them right there, and apparently one over there just past the next island here. We've got Spruce Island up there, I believe. So I'm sitting right here downtown, right on my ship, and this is Ben's airship right over this way, or at least part of it. We kind of played around, tried the latest version of ships, didn't have much luck with it. He built a very beautiful ship, started building it out more, had built the frame of it, started building it out more, and found that he was hitting block limits. Kind of went from there. He's got a much smaller ship now, unfortunately, but it is just as impressive as it was. I mean, he managed to pull it away from the island at least, so it's off in that distance. You can see the tail end of it there. I do mean the tail end of it. It is that big. So let's take a look over anything that might have been done since I left last night, because I know Schneider was working on the villager farm. hitting out and for finding a place, I was thinking about this a little last night. Obviously, the biggest challenge on the server right now is getting diamonds, especially because you've got people like Alan who have been going hog wild since day one on trying to basically grab everything they can. Whereas I was kind of taking my time. I've been working on iron armor, I've been hanging around the main island. There's really not much left short of strip mining the entire island or branch mining the hell out of it for finding things. It's kind of the same story we were in with Wacklewood on the last server, because after the first few days, if you went underneath Wacklewood, it was just a maze of unlit passages that were just death traps. The problem is that it's more so now. Because right now, if I try to go down there in the middle of the day, forget it. That would be instant death, effectively. So what I'm kind of thinking of is I want to try to find a hill biome. And the reason for wanting to try to find a hill biome, not hell biome, hill biome, I'm really kind of hoping, maybe, I'm really kind of hoping that I'll be able to sit down and, well, for starters, there should be more in the way of resources out there. Because since Origin's happening at just about any height, a hill biome is going to be a better shot at getting a good amount of resources with the minimum amount of investment. So that's my hope there. The question is, junk pick, I got my junk shovels. And the apples, we'll put the emeralds back there. Because frankly, if I die, that's probably about the only way I'm going to get a decent amount of armor. That's kind of actually the great thing. If you die and you wind up back at spawn, then... I didn't even realize Ben was on. Yeah, Potrick's on too. If you die and go back to spawn, the great thing is you wind up... you're really pretty much just right there. And you wind up right next to the villager farm. So if you have emeralds stashed away here at spawn, you're all set. Actually, I do need to grab some obsidian before I leave, because I want to make ender chests. And I want to see if I can actually put ender chests on the ship too, because that would be very convenient. I can put an ender chest on my ship, then I'm good there. And then for building style, I don't know. I'm kind of burned out on doing anything big again. Because like I said, I do have to pop into the nether and see if the pigmen have de-aggroed on me in there, so I can try to finish up the hub. Because I really would prefer to do that before I start wandering around anywhere else. I'm not quite sure what I'm actually going to build. I mean, the nether's been mostly sand and sandstone. Well, sandstone and stone brick. And same thing with the cobble gen on this island. Of course, axe. I guess the one thing I am looking for is access to lava, just because that does prove to be quite useful as a fuel source when you don't have a heck of a lot of it. And definitely hills. And in terms of building, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to go with a tower, just because of the airships. Just as a way to... Jeez. I'm telling you, this is not the map to be on if you have any sort of height challenges. Okay, no. See, the problem is in my nether expeditions yesterday, I lost one of my, I lost my lava bucket, which does not help at all with this. Because I really would like to have a bucket of lava with me when I go out. I mean, not only just for smelting, but also for general defensive purposes, shall we say. I don't know, I'm thinking I'll probably have something moderately tall. I don't want to have anything too tall because, as we've seen on the server, when people come by with airships, not everyone's got great visibility, so next thing you know, you've lost half your build. Which is kind of a downer. So it's probably not going to... I'm probably like almost like the airport, how there's a kind of like a you know, pull everything up to a specific level. I'll probably have a much smaller version of that, so if anyone does want to come by, visit, there's a place they can pull up and be reasonably safe of not potentially completely messing up my build. Oh yeah, that's the another thing that we've had change lately is that we have Voldor's put together a squid farm. So we finally have access to our black ink, which is good because we certainly need a ton of that when we do. This is Ben's ship in the background here. I haven't been over to see it yet, but he has definitely gone quite fancy. The squid farm is supposed to be near the airport, which is effectively this thing. Yep, there's the box to get to it. I think I am actually going to pick up some of that because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in the future. The reason why squid is such a problem on the server, quick drop on the side, I swear there's water, promise. Yes, I do see water. So the reason why we have the squid farm here is because you can see I'm down at, well, I didn't even turn that on for coordinates anymore. You can see I'm down at Y52 right now. It's because squid only spawn between about 60 and 45. And you might have seen on the other server if I've got the, well, I don't have the world tour done yet at all. At some point you'll see on the old server or the old map, I tried to build a squid farm of myself. And it didn't work out all that great. It had drops, but you could AFK for about 5 minutes, you'd maybe get 6 or 8 ink out of it. That was just because it was such a challenge to try to build anywhere on that server where you weren't near water. Well, black glass would be kind of nice. Kind of thinking a dark castle theme if I can pull it off somehow. No, going through the clouds. That's the other distracting thing, is the fact the clouds aren't up in the sky, that they're down below our feet. Looks like someone's going to be building over here. Has that been labeled for anyone yet? Sandora's house project thingamabob, yes, it will last forever, until someone lands an airship into it. You can see a lot of us have been getting pretty adventurous about building over the void. Sandora, definitely so. Wow. That's... okay, yeah, using access from down there. That's pretty darn adventurous. So, yeah, that's going to look pretty good. Go peek in the nether here. Not hearing any angry pigmen. I'm not seeing any angry pigmen. Okay, this may have changed my plans for today then. Actually, no. I need to get out to my island. Biggest problem with working in the nether, you can see I've been working on the... I didn't want to build another hub, and, well, I wound up building another hub. So the idea here is we're going to make this... These are... Since all these portals have to be... I think I can hide out here relatively safely. All the portals in here... Any nether portal we do has to be manually set up. It has to be an admin setup because we have to use the Multiverse plugin and not nether portals because they're completely broken with the way they work. So the idea is, since we can now pack our portals much closer together, we're going to set this up so kind of the lower level here is going to be the various public portals. So we'll have the XP farm here. We'll probably have, at some point, you know, once we have a Guardian Temple set up, we'll have a portal there, which makes this very easy to get back and forth between the various areas out here. Then upstairs we'll have personal portals linked in, so I'm going to build up a bit more of this wall here, and similar to up here, you can see Vold's already got his, he's already got 2 portals apparently. He is an admin, so he has the rights to do that. So you can see I'm going to have it so the second floor is kind of your personal portal. So if you want to get back to Skywhack, it's just a simple drop down, and you know, I'll leave this actually open as a drop down. If I can get some slime blocks, I'd love to have a kind of a slime block landing pad or piston push that we could use. Don't know how I'll incorporate that into the design. It'll probably be something like in the middle of the room here. I'm going to leave this piece open, so it'll be 2 walkways on either side. Steps up into the path, and the idea is similar to the Founders Hall on the old server. I keep saying old server, it's still the same server. The old map, was anything that's netherrack around your area here is something that you can customize. So you can build, you have your own little short hall, and as you can see, I fortunately made it big enough that you can actually have 3 portals in your hall. So I think that's going to be pretty good for a starting setup for everyone here. And then for the public portals, we've got enough that we can build out further in this direction. Same thing with the personal ones. I'm thinking build out in that direction, and of course we've also got the ability to build out in this direction. The biggest problem over here is that it is a nightmare to deal with the ghasts around here, which is why I'm actually going to get out now before I set any off. The ghasts have just been spawning non-stop there, and it's great because on one side, to the left of the, if you walk out of the nether portal out towards the open area and hang a left, it's absolutely great because the ghasts tend to spawn at ground level, so you can melee the suckers. And that's how I've primarily been getting a lot of the potions that we've been stocking up on. I mean, everything you see in my supply so far... I keep forgetting this guy's shaft is there. Everything you see in the base in my storage so far, plus I actually had this fully stocked up at one point. No power yet. Okay. I am thinking I need to add something over here that kind of sticks out a little bit. Just provide a kind of like a wing view. Still no power. Sun's up. Come on. No power. Come on. I can see the sun in the sky. Oh, come on. Boy, this thing is picky about what time of day it's going to let you leave at, huh? So yeah, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is head out in this general direction and then veer north or south. I'm not sure which way specific... Oh, come on. I can see blue sky above me. This is ridiculous. There we go. Anyways, I think I'm going to pause recording there. and probably just keep exploring. I'm not going to bother to record the rest of it because it makes it for some pretty boring time-lapse footage of just me clicking a sign over and over again. And I will be back with you guys when I actually figure out somewhere to live. So I will be back.